What is up, guys? It's Jack here, back again today with a brand new video for you guys. And today I have another review, and it's on the Panasonic G7. It's my camera that I've been using for the past 3 or 4 months, and I've loved it so far. It records in 4K, isn't too pricey, and I'll get into some more stuff into this video. So let's hop right into my review / overview on the Panasonic G7. Alright, so one of the first things I noticed when I got this camera is how small it actually is. Compared to the Canon T6i or any regular DSLR camera, this thing is pretty small, but I gotta say I'm a big fan of the Micro Four Thirds cameras. They have a lot of cool features that they pack in such a small package, and overall I think the size of the G7 is small, but it's not too small by any means. Now let's hop into some specs about the G7. The biggest factor about this camera is that it shoots in 4K and that it's priced under $600. For a camera that shoots in 4K, especially in DSLRs, this is a bang for your buck type of camera. It also includes the 14-42 kit lens, which is nice to have, so you don't have to go out buying lenses right away or anything, and that's still at the $600 price point. From what I've seen, it's one of the most affordable 4K cameras out on the market right now. It also shoots pictures at 60 megapixels that looks great. Compared to the T6i's 24 megapixel sensor, I expected pictures not to turn out so well, honestly, but I gotta say I'm very impressed by how the pictures look and how the G7 takes them. The ISO range on the G7 is also very wide, ranging from 200 to 25,600, which is pretty big compared to the T6i. I think that T6i goes to like 12,000 or something like that. The G7 also has a flip-out touchscreen, which is really nice to have for anybody who's making YouTube videos and wants to take the screen, flip it out so they can see themselves when they're recording. And so that's probably why people buy this camera as well, is because people like to use it for YouTube, and it's just really great for that. It has all those features that you would want as a YouTuber. One of the most used settings I've used on the G7 is the Wi-Fi setting. And what this lets you do is it lets you transfer images and videos straight from your camera onto either your phone or any Wi-Fi capable device. There's an app that you can use for Panasonic that goes through the camera and transfers them onto your phone or onto any other device that you want to put them onto through Wi-Fi. It's just a really nice and convenient thing to have when having a camera, and I'm really glad I'm seeing it on a lot of cameras these days. There's also multiple picture and video settings you can change within the camera as well, which is pretty standard coming to DSLRs. It's just nice to see that it's pretty easy to use and navigate through on the G7. I tend to keep all of mine at standard, so when I post edit I can color correct and do all that stuff myself, but it's great to have so you can get the picture or the video look or image that you'd like. One of the really cool features on the G7 that I found to think is the Viewfinder. It's an electric viewfinder, so it means when you take a shot you can see what it looks like right away, or when you're taking video you can see how that turns out when you adjust the ISO, aperture, and white balance and all that other stuff. I'm a big fan of electric viewfinders, and there's also a light sensor on it so that when you put your eye up to it, it'll change from going from the display to your eye, and that's really cool in my opinion. I think more cameras should do stuff like this so you can actually see what shots turn out like, instead of just guessing and then taking a shot and then having it be either way too dark or way too light. So it's nice to see on the G7, and it's one of the big features that I really do like on this camera. But if you're not a big fan of this electric viewfinder or the light sensing thing, you can always feel free to turn it off. It's very easy to do. After using the G7 for about 2 to 3 months now, I can say I'm a really big fan of this camera. It does everything I want it to do and even more. It shoots in 4K, which is also super nice and crispy for YouTube videos. It isn't too pricey for the DSLR market. It's easy to learn and use, even coming from the Canon T6i. I learned how to use this thing in about a day of use. And overall, I would give this camera a 10 out of 10. I would recommend it to anyone that's looking to upgrade their camera game for either YouTube or anything else that they want to do. It takes really good pictures, great video, and doesn't break the bank. Alright, that is all I have for you guys today. Make sure you guys do smash that like button if you guys did enjoy this video. It means a lot to me. Subscribe if you want to see more content like this, and I will see you in the next video. Peace out.